Ladies and gentlemen, what is happening today is the great test behind the American experience. We all know what America has been representing, at least through theory, through voice, through pictures, through sound. We know what she has been representing. Now, what she has been representing behind the curtains, some of us know, many of us, and most of us do not know. But the truth of the matter is, for those who are aware, in trying to point it out to those of you who are not aware, we use symbols that are relevant and obvious to us all. For instance, the last presidential election, you had two candidates before you. These candidates, you did not choose who they were. They were supposedly representing a Republican Party and a Democratic Party. And each of you are supposedly connected to one or the other. Now, these representatives materialized before most of your eyes. The people involved in selecting these people had nothing to do with you. They were chosen by another power that you don't even know about. And they were put before you. And what do they represent? In reality and in truth, each of them today, we as people understand them representing evil. The only question was, which was the most evil? Now, people who were aware of a God never would have accepted that. There would be no way in hell they would accept two demons put before them as a representative of the place that they live. But anyway, that happened. That was a test. American people failed that test. So you ended up getting Donald Trump. What you really got was I don't know who was the worst, but I do know right now what choosing Donald Trump has made him. If he wasn't the worst, he is the worst now. And this is what we, the people, have allowed to happen to us. That was a test because we've been jiving all along. We've been following the dictates of the Republicans and Democrats. We've been following the dictates of a divided mind. One going one way and one going the other. And where they were leading was pulling against each other, ripping them apart like cancer, ripping them apart like blindness, ripping them apart like death and muteness, just ripping them apart, divided, going one way or the other. One day it might seem that one way is getting it, then the battle to get it back the next way. One day is to create Obamacare, and the next day is to tear down everything that it represented. See, we can see that. We live in this. We see it every day. That's how division works. And that's the purpose of division, to keep you in a position to be exploited at all times. Either the Republicans are exploiting you or the Democrats are exploiting you. And the evidence of the exploitation is the pain and suffering that so many others feel at the result of the activities and the actions and policies that they pass that you support because at a moment's time you benefit from it. And you have no concern about those who suffer at it. And so now the next test, which you're being put in right now, is you got the worst that we've ever had in the Republican representatives and Donald Trump, and resort back to the stuff that allowed you to get here in the first place. That's the test. The test is, do you want to go straight on to hell thinking you're going to heaven? Or do you just want to drag the boat a little bit longer and give yourself a little bit more time to figure this thing out? That's the choice that you have been had put before you, the American people. That's your choice. On the 3rd of November, next Tuesday, this is your choice. In essence, what I would say to you, ladies and gentlemen, what should be out there is, do you want to go to hell with Donald Trump? Or do you want to slowly go to hell with Democrats and Joe Biden? Or do you want to change everything? And see, changing everything means coming back. The left coming back to the center, the right coming back to the center, coming back down the line of truth, where a lie will not be tolerated. Because now that you're not divided, you can see the lie. Everybody see the lie. The lie is exposed. It represents pain and suffering, and nobody wants pain and suffering. So when you were able to get away with it before because you were divided, you benefited and others didn't, so you didn't care about that. Now you're all on the same page. So you got to make a difference. And I don't believe any of you will continue to choose the path of going to hell when you can have your needs, your wants, and your desires met. When you can experience pure peace and prosperity and freedom and the joys of your life and the fulfillment of your dreams. When your needs and wants and desires are met by food, clothing, and shelter, education, healthcare, and all of the different things that you can imagine in your mind, having the ability to be made manifest by the resources that the Almighty God has given you, and the desire and aspiration that has been put in each of you, a measure serving different purposes, and the gifts that you can exercise by using your hands and your minds and creating what you have done, what you're going to do in the future, all for the benefit of every last one of you, which is an expression of God's love, an invisible God living in you that causes all of this love to manifest through you for all of the people. And you got before you Donald Trump, and you got before you Joe Biden, and I've just shared something with you which is just right now. It's a reality in the spirit. It's a hope that if you could wake up, you could see it. But what is the challenge? What is the chances of that happening? Well, I tell you what, God is not going to make it happen like this. All I can do is share it with you, and you do have the choice. But I can say this, all of these choices that you keep making, all of these bad decisions that you keep making, they keep causing people to